All right, let's see what's going on with the FaZe Clan and Max drama. I know he just got caught up with some sort of scandal. Banks, that is, some sort of scandal with crypto or rug pulling. I don't know what's going on. But I had figured that Max was going to leave FaZe eventually to pursue his own individual endeavors with 5-star in music. I always looked at the collaboration as a temporary thing. I even think Rage said that Max is going to leave next as soon as music takes off, and I think he was saying it half jokingly, but there was some truth to that. But let me see with this fellow, A Bando. I've seen his name a lot. So other reactors reacting to him, so I'm just gonna see what he had to say.
Has had their names attached to a lot of drama lately, whether it's been their
grabbing the cheeks is crazy. That's always a crazy clip.
all-out civil wars, some beef they had with Wendy Ortiz, or even alleged crypto scams. It's without a doubt that FaZe has been the trending topic all over the internet recently for the completely wrong reasons, and it seems like it's only getting worse and worse after a core piece of the group announced his departure away from the organization earlier today on Twitter.
Left FaZe Clan. Well, there he goes.
Still got love, all the love in the world for my dog.
Oh, he's for real. Okay. I genuinely thought it was a troll, but I guess he's for real.
That Max left FaZe.
PlaqueboyMax just left FaZe.
But what exactly is going on with FaZe Clan? Why did this member leave? Is it even real? That's probably what you're here to figure out. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the tribe house with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now, with all of that being said, let's get into this whole PlaqueboyMax and FaZe Clan drama. Okay, so to start, I'm sure most of you are familiar with FaZe Clan. I've posted numerous videos on my channel about the ups and downs of the organization throughout history. And while there has been a lot of ups for FaZe, there's also been some downs that almost ruined FaZe as we know it. But fortunately, within the past year and a half, everything completely changed for them after they got ownership of the company back and made the great decision to reinstate FaZe Banks back as the CEO, which led to everything doing a complete 360. At the time of the switch, FaZe Clan kicked almost all of the existing members that they had in the organization, and they decided to replace those creators with some new and upcoming streamers that had tons of potential.
And they was kicking they back in. Yeah, they was kicking they back in for adding the new members. Like none of these dudes game. None of these dudes. They was getting they back kicked in. And then of course they got criticized for like the popularizing clip forming. Yeah, it was a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise when they first relaunched this.
And at first, this would get FaZe Clan a lot of backlash all over social media, mostly because of the idea that FaZe Clan was built on gaming. And basically, all of these members that they recruited didn't really gain much at all. So of course, a lot of OG FaZe fans hated that. But in the long run, these new members and FaZe Clan as a whole would end up proving all of the haters wrong. You see, all of the members they recruited ended up going completely crazy just a few months after joining the organization. The real growth for everyone started back in September of 2024 during the first ever FaZe group subathon, where all of the members of the quote-unquote new FaZe were live for 30 days straight, 24 hours a day, and this would help each member reach a whole new height in their career. Multiple members ended up breaking their own personal subscribers record, and I think all of them ended up being listed within the top 20 streamers on Twitch for active sub count. And while they all shined throughout the entire month, members like Jason and Ween would really go crazy, even gaining over 100,000 subscribers during the whole thing. So of course, all of that individual and group success that FaZe had in 2024 led to them winning the award for Best Organization at the Streamer Awards, proving the haters wrong very early on.
We got the shit stolen from us, me and my boys. Shout out Tommy, Rain, Apex. Got it back. Did the only thing that there was to really do, which was wipe the slate clean, hit the reset button.
I do like the Soulja Boy in 06 look with the long tees and the spray paint that you get at the mall. I do like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that flow a lot.
Give this shit a fresh start. People told us we were dumb. People told me I was ruining FaZe. People asked me, who the f is Lacey? Who the f is PlaqueboyMax? Stable Ronaldo? Who the f is Silky? I guess now they know.
And this success will continue into the new year of 2025, with everyone continuing to grow and expand their content even more. And it was really seeming like everything was shaping up for it to be another great year for FaZe Clan up until this past week. You see, about a week ago, we had the drama with FaZe Banks regarding all of the things he had going on within the world of crypto, and that led to him getting into beef with Aiden Ross and getting a bunch of hate online, and all of that hate resulted in him stepping down as the CEO of FaZe Clan. In fact, things even got so bad that he announced that he was just going to be stepping away from the internet entirely.
I've never scammed anyone a day in my fucking life. The entire narrative is unfair, and part of the reason it exists is because my FaZe name is so easily farmed and manipulated. He always finds himself in the middle of some bullshit, though. Banks always finds himself in the middle of some bullshit. So while I can't get on camera and be like, this is like, it's not that I could expect this from him, but it also wasn't unexpected as well. It's like in the middle.
For an extended period of time. I actually go into more detail about that whole situation in a recent video I posted, so if you're not hip to that situation, you can go watch that. But anyways, as if this CEO stepping away from the company wasn't bad enough, this week FaZe will get hit with even more bad news as the popular streamer PlaqueboyMax announced that he was officially parting ways with the organization. Now at first, everyone thought that this was some type of troll or joke, which I think is the appropriate reaction that many people should have had, because FaZe Clan has this like script that they do every 2 weeks where Lacey gets kicked out of the clan or K-Song.
That's why I thought it was just some troll shit. I thought it was some troll shit.
Kicked. It's something that happens rather frequently, but in this situation in particular, this whole thing just genuinely did not make any sense at all. I mean, this whole thing was just random. Like, Max didn't have any public drama going on with any member of FaZe. He was still doing collabs with all of the FaZe members. He wasn't putting out any subliminal posts or messages, things like that. So all of this was really just a shocker that didn't make much sense to everyone, so many people believed it was just fake. Like
if Max leaves, they gotta nominate Adapt as leader. I mean, Banks could still be it, but you know how like in wrestling, whatever, like Vince McMahon to step down, or say that like Adam Silver stepped down and somebody that just had like a better public reputation. FaZe Adapt gotta be the physical leader to recruit somebody, because once you lose and then trying to replace new talent, like seeing Max leave as talented and as big as he is, and trying to replace him, that's going to be hard. You feel me? Especially with the current regime and the current backlash that is going on with FaZe. I ain't gonna lie, but keep it going. Keep the video going.
I haven't seen the internet more convinced that something was fake since the night Shams announced that the Lakers were trading Anthony Davis for Luka. And like I said, this was because Max didn't really seem unhappy in FaZe at all. I mean, him and a few other members of the clan even have the FaZe Clan logo tattooed on them. And I've seen people try to use that as a reason to say like, oh, it's fake, he has the tattoo, or like they're clowning him because he left and he got the tattoo. But
it didn't seem like he was unhappy, but also Max strikes me as a person that is like, when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. That's the type of person he strikes me as.
But like, if you guys are familiar with Max, you probably know that he gets a lot of questionable tattoos, some of which he's even gotten covered up or removed in the past. So I assume that if this is real, that FaZe logo is going to meet the same fate. But there's also been people on social media who've been trying to put 2 and 2 together and just try to make as much like sense of all of this as they possibly can. Like, I've seen many people refer to a post made by fellow FaZe member Stable Ronaldo on his burner account, where he simply just tweeted out "man" just 2 hours before Max put out his tweet announcing his departure. And there was also this clip going around I've seen people post of like Senna, a popular streamer who's pretty close with a few members of FaZe Clan. She ended up calling FaZe K-Song on stream around the time all of this went viral, and when he answered the phone, he instantly hung up due to there being quote unquote something serious going on.
Why did K-Song call me again?
Wait, I gotta talk to you later. Something serious actually just happened.
Serious?
Yeah. I'll text you.
Here's your iPhone 13 on us.
About time we.
Not to say that there wasn't a reason, nobody really knows unless it's like there's an insider information. It's like he left because of this, but it probably was something that happened, that transpired, though, that led to the decision.
Now, once again, none of us know whether that had any relation to Max or not. People are just speculating and just trying to make sense of a crazy situation. But something that I personally
Same old phone? Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
personally noticed that I didn't see many people referring to. Maybe within the SOG comms, some people may have said it, I don't know. But Silky, another member of FaZe Clan, also made some posts to his burner account last night before any of this even came out or hit social media. And the first tweet was actually a retweet of the picture of Uzi standing in front of a fire. And the caption was, when another bad thing happens in your life, but you're used to it. And then he will follow that up with an actual tweet that read, man, life just be lifing, man. And he didn't elaborate on any of these.
They acting like the nigga died. Bro, he ain't died. He just dropped the clan from his name. They acting like this nigga in the ICU.
Posts or retweets at all, which left a lot of fans in the dark about what was really going on. These posts could have been about Max, it could have been about something personal, it could have just been a random post. Maybe he literally stubbed his toe or something and it just ruined his night, so he went to Twitter about it. Regardless, there's been a bunch of subliminal posts made by a few FaZe members that people have been speculating about, and we wouldn't really get any form of confirmation or statement from anyone up until the point where your Rage went live confirming that all of this was in fact real.
Oh, this is real. Still got love, all the love in the world for my dog. But he's on to different paths and like, you feel me? Like, this is real. It's not a troll, I swear on my life.
Which it could just be a natural progression, like I said. Just could be just like he did that, whatever. It's just on to different things, man. And in that case, it ain't really no harm, no foul. But of course, the internet, we all gonna make it a bigger thing than what it is, though. This is the reason. This is the reason that boy screaming in his earlobe like that. That's hilarious. That's comedy.
And I hate that when we're at the point when we actually got to say some serious shit. The first thing everybody thinks everybody's trolling because we troll way too damn much. You feel me? But this ain't no troll. I have all the love in the world for my boy Max. Forever. You feel me? When FaZe was talking about like, yo, Rage, what we doing? Rebrand needs to happen. Who we picking up? PlaqueboyMax, the first month that came to mind. No ifs, ands, or buts. You feel me? Max, he doing his own. You feel me? I'm not gonna say why. That's up to him to do. I'm not gonna do that.
They all in his chat. Fake lies, terrible script, and that's because they play too much. But it's probably real though.
For him. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let y'all know it's not a troll. That's it. And that's his story to tell, not mine. That's his story to tell. You feel me?
Now, in the clip, to me, it sounds like Rage was about to insinuate that Max has his own thing going on. He wants to do his own thing, but he didn't want to say too much or spoil whatever it is that Max has to announce. But he did sound kind of serious about the whole thing, saying that it wasn't a troll, even swearing on his life that it was real. But even with him doing all of that, fans still didn't buy this 100%. For me, I didn't really bite the bait until later tonight when Max went live himself, and he would end up speaking on the entire situation, once again confirming in an emotional statement that he was 100% leaving FaZe. And while he did mention that he didn't want to go into depth about the details of why he was leaving FaZe Clan, he did mention that this really all stemmed from him just wanting to build on his own.
Yeah, I was hearing echo, my bad, but yes, I'm leaving FaZe. Like I just said, I can't fully go into depth why I'm leaving FaZe, but I am leaving, and I'm ready to, embark on my journey and work the hardest I ever have in my career to do whatever I got to do to make FaZe Star the biggest shit possible, make myself the biggest shit possible. Just keep working like we have for the past 4 years. Anyone that's been watching me,
I really thought this was bullshit. He for real.
For a while. Yeah, I know I was never... like I always said, there's old clips where y'all thought I got. Because I'm like, I never joined a group, etc. Ended up joining a group. And I'm going to be honest, it's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life, joining FaZe. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, this is a troll. If this is a troll, I'll never believe these niggas ever again. I'll never believe these young niggas ever again. Never in my life. I don't care what they say. None of these niggas. I will not believe a single thing that come out that camp ever again.
Sure. to all my FaZe bros, like.
But somebody said in this chat, they probably trolling though. They said Max gonna fall off. No, I think Max is just gonna get bigger after this, to be honest.
Changed my life, fool. To my boys, to FaZe staff, to anyone that I encountered while being there. I appreciate y'all, bro. That ass, like, really taking me in, treating me like one of y'all own. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had just joined, FaZe has been around for 15 years. And really just building something with me, bro. From Pepsi and Addison to Silky. You feel me? And no love is lost at all. Like, at the end of the day, these the bros, you feel me? I link with the bros. I'll still link with the bros. But it's just time to do what I gotta do.
Now, I'm still not 100% sure whether or not all of this is real. I know a lot of people still don't believe it and have their conspiracy theories going on, but let's just say if this was real, this would absolutely be the worst case scenario for FaZe Clan, and it could lead to them going down a real decline. Because not only was Max one of the biggest streamers in FaZe, he was also one of the biggest streamers in the entire world.
The thing is though, with Max though, like, yeah, it's an L to FaZe, but there's a bunch of talented, like, black content creators that are doing their thing. You just have to scout and look for like the thing about it, I'm thinking about talent wise, like Max is talented, funny, and he tapped in with the music. He did a lot of shit like original. He brought like a different flair to FaZe, and not to say that anybody can duplicate or replicate his vibe or just like what he brought to streaming and what he brought to FaZe overall. But with him gone, they can bring in another talent if they're gonna replace him with it. Like, they may not even go black again. I sound crazy. That sounds wild. They may not replace him with another black content creator, but if they do, there's other people that can take that slot and they can probably help develop. Not to say they'll be Max, but they could be big though. They just gotta like really survey the field and see like, all right, he fits in with this. I see him going up. You know, and it gives people an opportunity to see that. You know, they doubted FaZe the first go around at the rebrand, and now they're probably gonna doubt FaZe again right now with Banks in the situation he's in, and also with Max leaving, and like maybe y'all just cooked. So it's another opportunity to be like, we can cultivate and build stars whenever we want to, whoever we want to, whenever we feel like it. So it's a good opportunity for them to really make that statement.
Now, and it's without a doubt that he's a huge part of FaZe and the success that they've had over the past year. So losing him just 1 week after the CEO publicly announced he was stepping away from the org could definitely put FaZe Clan in a spot that they don't want to be back in. I even seen streamers like Dabo, who is close friends with Max, say
that is the ugliest that was already ugly. Why he got the Nutty Professor makeup on? That was already looking crazy. How you put crazy on crazy? This never ceases to amaze me. Dabo never ceases to amaze me. Jesus Christ, man.
That he believes this could lead to a domino effect of other members of FaZe leaving as well.
That Max left FaZe, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think so, bro.
That nigga is popped.
Nah, actually, I support my man's whatever he does. But for FaZe, bro, it's like when one person leaves, chat, y'all ever seen?
That nigga look like a 9,000-year-old archaeologist.
It's a domino effect, bro. Y'all know what I mean? When one nigga leaves, it becomes a domino effect. The whole crew gonna leave, bro. It's generally just the truth. It's just the truth. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. It's like a dynasty. When one nigga leaves,
that nigga like Nelson Mandela daddy. Not Nelson Mandela's son. He like Nelson Mandela daddy.
Bro, it's gonna become a domino effect. Next gonna be blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. But you know, hey man, I feel like shit.
This nigga said, yo, when I sat in the makeup chair, he said, give me like I'm already ugly though. Like I'm already ugly. Like don't change nothing about my ugliness. Just throw a Kimbo Slice skin on it. R.I.P. Just throw a Kimbo Slice flare on it.
Other things, bro. My Max gonna thrive, bro. That's just one thing about my PBN. So yeah.
If you play video games a lot, you might be able to get paid some real money. If you live in the US and you play video games for over 10 hours in a week, anytime in the last 5 years, you might be eligible to get you some money.
And once again, I just have to reiterate, like, this is all very random. It just came out of nowhere like a RKO. There wasn't really any signs.
Dabo, like, all he does is drink Slim Jim smoothies. That's what he looked like.
Of any drama between Max and FaZe. I mean, we all know Max has been distant on social media and things like that for like the past 2 months. I'm sure most of you remember he was doing the whole like going live for 365 days straight, which he ended up randomly cutting short due to not being happy with the content he was producing.
Now, the reason I ended 365 was because I felt like I was watering down my product.
Obviously, the big question is, do you guys think it's real? Do you guys think that it's fake? What do y'all think? If it is real, why do you guys think that he left? Be sure to let me know down below. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 20,000 subscribers. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to give me a thumbs down. You guys know any feedback is good feedback to me. And as always, I appreciate all of the love and support. And I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Good ass video. Hey, Bando, good ass video. Good ass video. I'm feeling it.